Today's lesson, attitude. Sales is attitude. Whether you can or whether you can't, you're right either way. Who said that? Who said that? You said it. Henry Ford said it. And it's true. In sales, attitude is everything. If I wake up in the morning, I look outside and I see it's raining outside, I say, man, today's going to be a bad day today. I don't feel like getting up. Oh, man, no one's going to come into the dealership or no one's going to answer my calls today. Bad weather, then it's going to happen like that. But if you wake up and you say, you know what, it's raining outside. I know the rest of the world will be at home. I know today is going to be a great day to do follow up. It's all about your mindset. All the greatest salespeople in the world have one thing in common, a great mental attitude. I have a sales guy that's here that sells 50 cars per month. I've never once seen this guy in a bad mood ever. Even when bad things are happening, he's like, really? Okay. And he tries to figure out a way to spin it into a positive. See, attitude is everything. Mindset is so important with sales. People can read it. If you have a great attitude, people can feel that. If you have a bad attitude, or if you feel negative, or you're just trying to get to the end of the sale, people can sense that energy. It's like a dog sensing fear. You have to know that you got to have a great attitude. Now, what do if you don't have a great attitude? Well, it's first off, most of us don't have a great attitude just to begin with. Some of us do, but most of the time it's a work. It's just like going to the gym. If I lift a weight one time, right? If I lift some weights one time, am I going to get a muscle? No. You have to do it repetitively, day after day, and practice it, and train the muscle, and feed it the right food, and feed it the right nutrition, and get enough rest. Then you start to see that muscle grow, and your fitness levels start to increase. Same thing with attitude. You have to do a daily practice. Every single day when you wake up, the very first thing, what do? Do you just grab your phone and start doom scrolling or check the news? Hey, that's a good one to get your attitude right, right? A lot of good stuff happening in the news today, right? Anyways, what you want to do is just put that phone down. Put it down for like 30 minutes, and then sit down. I some people grab a piece of paper. I just like to sit down and give thanks. Thanks for three things, right? What three things can I be thankful for? It doesn't have to be big. Hey, I got 10 fingers, right? And 10 toes that work. That's something to be thankful for. I'm breathing. My lungs are filling with air. That's something to be thankful for. My kid, she's healthy. That's something to be grateful for. Pick three things and just sit there and think about them. Think how grateful you are to have those three things in your life, whether it's your safety. Hey, if you're sitting in a warm house or one that's got air conditioning in the summer, you got a lot to be thankful for. Most of the people out there don't have that. You have that. So there's something to be grateful for. Pick up a book. Even if you don't have time to read, you can always read at least one page, right? It was a time when I was wanting to read again, and I got a couple books and I was excited to read, but I kept on procrastinating and I'd never get around to it. And I was like, dang, the book was looking at me every day when I walked by. I was like, you piece of shit, you're never going to open me up, are you? And then one day I just got sick of it. I said, you know what, Phil? Can you at least read one paragraph? Can you? I thought to myself, I can read one paragraph. I have enough time to read one paragraph. And so it starts there. I read one paragraph. And then from there, I read two paragraphs. And then I read a page. And then before you know it, I'm reading a full chapter. And then two chapters. So it starts somewhere, right? Positive changes include something as simple as adjusting your mental attitude can go far ways, but you don't think that you have to do everything all at once, right? If I want to be physically healthy, right? I don't have to go to the gym for 3 hours my first day out. All I have to do is put on my shoes, go outside, walk around the block. Maybe I do it 2 times. Maybe I do it 3 days a week. Maybe the week after I do it 4 days a week. And that's how you build. Mental attitude and adjustment in your attitude takes a daily practice. What are you listening to? On your way to work, I listen to YouTube videos all the time on motivation, sales training, how to become a better version of myself, all the time. Who do you surround yourself with? You know, it's really important. And I call it, whenever I see a group of salespeople lined up together, I call it the complain train. Because if I know that they're talking together about something and they're not doing the work, most likely it's negative. Stay away from those people. They're contagious. You want to get into your mindset. being great at sales, you got to be a little bit of a loner, right? So take these things, take these advices every single day. And before you go to bed, again, practice sandwiching your day between gratitude. See, when you're grateful for something, you can't be angry and have a bad attitude at the same time. Pick three things that went really well for you today. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe, hey, I had a great talk with my coworker, or my boss, he said he's thankful for having me, or I did this for a customer. Whatever it is, pick three things that went well for you in the day before you go to bed and watch your sales increase. It's all about attitude.